What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Plonka Jones Show. This is episode 2 of the show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 30th of January. Is this the last day of January? Is this how this... No. Tomorrow's the last day. Last day of January. I need to, express to you guys right now. I really like music, okay? I'm sure a lot of you do. But, how good is Lil Durk? I mean, shit, dude. His his deluxe dropped. I think it was Friday. His deluxe dropped, and man, it's fantastic. The song with Lil Baby is just incredible. Really loving that guy, and his song with King Von's awesome as well. Rest in peace, King Von. Had a good run, but unfortunately, that's what happens in America. If you're a rapper and you're at a club, you're just gonna get shot. It's just how it goes. Unfortunately, the Americans haven't figured out how to stop people from having guns. For some reason, they just think, sure, you can have a gun. That's fine. Yeah. Australia, we're a bit more, civilized in that sense, but we're still fuckheads in other ways. So, you can't bag on them too much. Except for their politics. That shit's fucking annoying. They think it's all about them, and it's really annoying. So, fuck off. Yeah, so anyways, because this is episode 2, I wanted to bring a bit more, kind of structure into the podcast. I'm gonna, obviously I'm going to be, making this better each time I do this. It's all about, just going for it and trying it out, and then getting feedback from people and then seeing what I can do to improve. I've been thinking about getting video for the podcast. I just don't know how I feel about it at the moment. I just don't feel like me just sitting here in my chair is cool enough for me to just have on the video. So I'm thinking of doing some other types of visuals for the podcast, instead of just having the thumbnail there the whole time. I do realize that the past 2 videos now have all had the same thumbnail, but it's fine. And the other reason why I want to do video is because I want to have clips for this channel, because a lot of people, a lot of people do want to watch a podcast or just listen to it. But, there is other people that can't be bothered watching somewhat close to an hour of just someone randomly talking. So, clips are a good way to get around that. I speak about a specific topic and we cut that up into a 10-minute video. And, people might want to watch that a bit more. So, I want to try things out because I do really want to give this shit a go one more time. And, really want to figure myself out. I want to find what I do like, because it's my last year of high school at the moment, in year 12, and we're trying to figure out who Plonka really is, and what do I really like. I question this a lot because I'm into so many different things, and I find myself to be decent in a lot of things, or at least I think I'm decent in a lot of things. So there's a few things that I want to try, but I really do want to. I want to find something that I love, and I think I did really love this at one stage, and man, I cannot tell you the feeling of posting something that you work hard on and you make, and then you get the feedback from the people saying how good it is, or even just talking to people and getting their feedback and getting how they feel about it is really important, and it makes me feel so great. So thank you everyone who's reached out to me for the recent support for the rebrand of the Plonka Jones Show. Definitely means a lot. I've gotten to talk to a lot of old mates, connected with a few old friends that I haven't talked to in a little bit, so it's been really cool to speak to people like that. The other thing that I want to try out as well is I don't want to announce anything yet because th- this is more later down the line once I really think I have myself figured out on what I'm going to be doing here on YouTube. But I do really love podcasts, so I think I might just keep doing this because it's a way to express myself. Just to instead of bottling everything up, I just spit it on a mic and people will listen to it. That's fine. Um, but yeah, I want to get. I'm thinking about having guests on the podcast as well. If we do, push forward and really make this something, I think having guests really changes the dynamic of a podcast. It creates more interesting conversations. I think. Just it becomes more of a normal talk rather than me just getting out whatever's in my head. Although that is a lot of just a forced conversation. But I think, it allows me to talk to different ranges of people. And, people, more people on the internet get to experience the people in my life. And people, outside of it. People who, I'm welcome to have anyone on really who I think would be a cool person to talk to. So I think I'm interested in doing a lot of things down the line, and I've got some good ideas. But like I've said before, I don't really want to limit myself. I don't want to just push myself into one corner of YouTube and stay in that genre. I want to do things that I want to do, and one part of that is Overwatch and more specifically gaming in general, but a lot of it is Overwatch because that's just the game I play almost 24/7, man. I probably have like at least 1,000 hours in that game by now. I mean, mixed with how much I've played on PC, how much I've played on console, and how much I've consumed just like watching, as well as Overwatch League. I mean, shit. That's just so much intake of Overwatch shit, and a lot of people don't care about it, but it's something that I do really enjoy. So I want to make gaming videos as well. I'd like to. I've had some ideas about trying to incorporate sort of IRL videos of me on the camera mixed into an Overwatch video. I think something like that might be more entertaining. For someone who isn't so into gaming but is more into my like the channel and my personality as a just as me. For people like that, I think that would be pretty interesting. But yeah, I think we got some good things going down the line. So as long as we just keep pushing and keep going towards the goal, I think we'll be good. I think we're gonna have a good time. Anyways, so today's Saturday, right? And last night, I don't know if anyone's been watching. This might be a spoiler alert, so just skip ahead. I'll put a timestamp maybe. If you're lucky, if I can be bothered. Uh, Last night, the third episode of WandaVision came out on Disney Plus, and holy fuck! If you guys haven't been watching this show, you need to fucking watch it. I'm a big fan of the Marvel Universe and the MCU. A lot of people are. Like, the Avengers franchise is some of the biggest blockbuster films in the world. I think Endgame might be the highest grossing film of all time. I'm pretty sure it beat Avatar. Don't check me on that, but I think so. Anyways, so finally, what they've been promising for a long time, the Marvel TV shows are actually starting to come out on Disney Plus. It's 2021, and the shows are actually starting to come out. We did have the four, or I guess five, that came out on Netflix a few years back. We had Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, my favorite Daredevil, and the one that no one gives a fuck about, Iron Fist. And then we had the like merge of them all, where we had the Defenders, where Daredevil had a building fall on him and he still came back alive. So there's some things happening, but so we're finally getting the shows that are coming out on Disney Plus, and WandaVision is the first one to come out. Off the top of my head, there's like Loki coming out, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Um, can I think of anything else? Miss Marvel? Yeah, maybe Miss Marvel. Anyways, WandaVision is the first one to come out, and it starts off really kind of weird and confusing. Like, it's not something that I've ever watched in my life. It's so different to anything I've ever watched. It starts off black and white, like 1950s or 60s kind of era, and it's like you got the laugh track, and it seems like it's a sitcom or something, and it's so weird. Uh, but you notice these weird interactions sometimes. Like, some things are off in this show, and that, like, you just kind of notice it, and it's kind of cool because it kind of makes you feel like you're the one that finds this out, right? Like, you see like one of the parts kind of cut out or skip, or the line just doesn't make sense to what, like, Wanda just said or something, and it makes you think. Like, it doesn't like, it doesn't show it as if like it's very, I don't know how to say it. I can't know. I can't find the word. But anyways, it makes you think that you found it. Like, you found this like little Easter egg, and it's really cool. And then so you go on to the second episode, and the format kind of changes, and the screen size from where the black bars are changes as well. I think it goes like, it looks like it goes into a different kind of time period as well, which is really, like, it's really cool. It has a different feel than the first episode, and shows where it doesn't become boring. Fuck yeah, dude! Like, variety is definitely something that keeps people entertained. So it's definitely something very interesting that I haven't seen in very many shows that I've watched personally before. And then I'm pretty sure by the end of this episode it starts to become color. I did say spoiler alert before, so if you're upset, suck a dick. So it becomes, you get color, and so you're really starting to notice the changes. And you notice the weird things again in the second episode, like dude just cuts into his brick fence, like that's like it's just a normal thing. He's like, "Hey, dude, what you doing?" Then he's just onto the fucking wall, and he's just, "Hey, man." Yeah, so there's some weird things, and it kind of leaves you with a lot of questions, definitely. And then episode 3, which I'm pretty sure it's episode 3. I hope I'm not wrong. Episode 3 comes out, and it's completely different to the rest of the show. It's like tying in the first 2 episodes with different characters that have been in the MCU before. Like, not main characters, but kind of side characters, which is really cool. And they show off some kind of cool Easter eggs from things that have happened in previous movies, which is just, it's so cool how they tie in things from different movies, man. It's so cool. I love that kind of stuff. Coming from playing Call of Duty Zombies, where there's like Easter eggs and everything. It's so cool having like Easter eggs being different things than just Call of Duty Zombies. So, we see a complete change of format, and we see what actually happens to one of the characters after a entanglement that happens in episode 2. Shout out to Will Smith. And so we see what happens to that character, and we also get a bit of backstory about them, and we get to see more about what happened during the the snap. The famous snap from Fortnite Thanos, and what actually happened. We get to see the weird particle effects, which is really kind of traumatizing in a way. Like, it's kind of uneasy seeing someone walk through pieces of another person as they're just forming back into themselves. Anyways, but it's it's really weird. But once again, guys, if you have not seen WandaVision, please go and check it out, because man, it's so cool to see it. A really fantastic show. Um, Hold on, I'm just I'm googling about the shows. I want to see if there's any release dates for anyone's coming out soon. Upcoming. Okay. Is it in the list? That's easier. WandaVision, that one's coming out. Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes out in March 19th. With 6 episodes, apparently. And so does WandaVision. Apparently they both have 6 episodes according to Collider.com. I don't know if this is a very good source, but I'm not young Jamie, so it's okay. I'm really interested for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because we see, once again, spoiler alert, at the end of Endgame, Captain America, he becomes an old fart. No, I don't think I will. That shit all happens. Falcon gets the shield and finally becomes a relevant member of the MCU, other than just being a sidekick who flies around like a fucking fly. So, really cool for Falcon. Wow, Captain America's black now. Congratulations, Black Lives Matter. We also get Bucky, who now has a haircut, by the way. They didn't tell us he was getting a haircut. Very unfortunate for me when I was watching the trailer for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Don't know if anyone else had this feeling, but didn't notice it was Bucky at all. Didn't really show his metal arm either. He likes to wear a jacket for some reason. He just kind of hides it. Guess he's insecure, like most teenagers. Looks like he's in his 30s though. Actually, isn't he from World War II? Yeah, he's as old as Captain America. So, okay, well, we'll just leave that aside. But anyway, gets a haircut, and so now Bucky is hanging out with the new Captain America. But from my memory, we don't really see Falcon with the Captain America shield in the trailer. So the question becomes, does he really become the new Captain America? Or is he something else? I don't know if this stuff is in the comics either. They do tend to stray, kind of make their own path, but basing it off of the comics, usually. But I don't know if there's anything in the comics about Falcon becoming Captain America. But anyways, I'm really interested in how Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to be. It was the one that I was most excited for coming into 2021 before they dropped all the trailers. And I do say it was the one I was more excited for. But is it next? It is Loki. I am so fucking hyped for Loki. Holy shit. The trailer, it was definitely the best trailer out of all of them that came out. It is so cool. When does it say it's coming out? It's coming out in May. It doesn't have an exact release date, but May, apparently. So these all coming out in a few months from each other. So I'm guessing they all kind of tie in some way. But Loki, man, wow, it looks so funny. I always thought that Loki was like a funny character. Like he always had like he was kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie, was kind of annoying in the first couple Thor movies, but as time went on, And as they developed his character more, I found him to be way more funnier, and I grew to like him more. And when this show came out, you could really see in the trailer how funny this show is going to be. It's going to be really entertaining to watch, and I'm really excited to see what happens after the whole ordeal with the Tesseract in Endgame. So it's going to be. I'm really excited to see this. Oh man, like I said, he always looks like he just had more to him, and we're really going to explore more about what happens in with Loki. Let's read a bit what it says here. Um, this new series, Loki will follow the exploits of um, what a version, a character, a version who has not gone through the redemptive arc. Oh, that's right, because it's not. It's Loki from. Fuck, what Avengers is it? It's Loki from one of the previous Avengers movies. So he doesn't have all whatever happened. So he doesn't have the redemption arc. Apparently, I guess he has a redemption arc that I just can't remember about. And he got killed by Thanos, didn't he? Yeah, rip F. Um, we'll find the God Mischief traveling through various time periods, getting into many shenanigans, which explains why Rick and Morty. Okay, I don't know why it's going on about Rick and Morty. Alright, well, Loki looks pretty cool. Then there's also What If, which is an animated one. I don't know if I'm as excited for that one, but I guess an animated show might be cool. I'm not really into animated shows. Oh, Hawkeye's getting a show. Shit, man, I fucking love Hawkeye. I know everyone hates on him, but I've always loved bow and arrows. So the guy whose only ability is just being really good with a bow. I really like him. He's cool, man. Like, I didn't like his character when we first saw him. You know when he becomes Loki's bitch in the movie, and he's like, you know, being a bad guy and all. I didn't like him then, but as time went on, I really liked him more. I'm really excited for Hawkeye's show. I don't know if they came out with a trailer for that one. It's got a pretty shitty looking thumbnail for it. Then there's going to be Miss Marvel. But these all seem like they're coming out in 2021. So, really excited for the new Marvel shows, man. They look really interesting. I'm really, really excited to see, how they actually perform. Let me take another sip of the good old H2O here. Alright. Well, in gaming news, I don't know if anyone saw the Firebase Z trailer for Call of Duty Cold War, but really excited for the new Zombies map. Very glad we don't have to wait, until Season 2 starts. It comes out a bit earlier. I hope that doesn't mean that it's not polished enough. But, I love D Machine. It was definitely a good first map. I'm definitely pleased with it, but let's be honest, it got way too boring after a while. It was the same shit. I couldn't deal with it anymore. When Cold War came out, I was playing that shit all fucking day. I'd wake up, and I never just wake up and hop on to play a game. I usually wake up, watch TV. Oh shit, I've now got the fucking hiccups or whatever. I just ate some fish fingers. I usually wake up, watch some TV, go on my phone for a little bit, maybe drink something, but I would actually hop on straight onto Cold War and just game and, try to make sure I'm a higher level than the rest of my friends. That's really the main thing. But I've really now fucked that up because I haven't played the game a little bit. It kind of got a bit boring for me, but really excited to get back into the game for Firebase Z and all the content that drops. We get Tombstone back. although it's kind of mixed in with Who's Who now. I never actually got Die Rise. I don't think I've ever actually played that map. That's like the one map I've never really played. I've played a lot of zombies in my life, but Die Rise I never really played. So I know Who's Who isn't a good perk. So I don't know. It seems like it's going to be a better version. I just wonder if you have your perks when you go into your shadow form, like because you go into your shadow form and you keep your guns, and then you go and revive yourself and shit like that. But if you die, then your tombstone drops on the floor, and then when you come back, you pick it up and you get your shit. But I do wonder if that includes your perks, like it did back on town. Unfortunately, there is no use for tombstone for the 6 perk glitch, like back in town. Don't know if anyone remembers that, but if you do, leave a like, comment down below. That shit, you're a really cool guy if you remember the 6 perk glitch from town. What you do is there was a 4 perk limit back then, so you'd get your 4 perks, and then you'd kill yourself. Once you'd respawn when you go to the next round, you'd buy the perks that you didn't have, then pick up your tombstone, and then you'll have 6 perks. So like, that shit was really cool, but unfortunately that we won't need that in Black Ops Cold War. But it definitely looks weird. Like, I was watching Mr. T Lexify's video on the trailer, and it definitely looks like something that's just pulled straight out of the campaign. Like, it really doesn't look like it's that different to something from the campaign, which makes me feel like it's not that gonna be that good of a map. That's like my first impression. But a lot of the stuff does look really cool about it, like the whole thing with the teleporter and how like the whole map changes. And there's the bounce pad from looks like the bounce pad from like Ascension, or like Ascension, or like similar to the one from I'm fucking up here. Shit, Horizon Drac. Zombies maps had the stupidest names, man. They're so hard to remember. So, yeah, really, really excited for the map. The new Wonder Weapon. It's got 2 different modes. It's gonna be like a fully auto gun, or it has like an energy mine effect. So that shit's really cool. So really, really cool stuff to see the zombies map coming out on February 4th, next Thursday. Fantastic. Thank you, Treyarch, for dropping it on a day that I don't have work, but it better not be like what they do sometimes, where it's America, which means I have to wait till February 5th, which means I do have work, and that means I can't play the map straight away. So, Treyarch, do me a favor. Thank you. So, Cold War, hopping back onto that game. Very excited. The main reason why I was playing that game beforehand was because I was grinding for the Dark Matter camo. I got like the pistols diamond, the knife, and the thumper. Got that diamond, the rocket launcher's diamond in one day when the double XP was broken. I said pistols. Shit, what else did I get? LMGs? Yep, got LMGs gold, diamond, sorry. And I can't think of anything else. But anyway, I got 9 sets of classes diamond, and then it just gave me Dark Matter for free. So, thanks boys. Very nice. And so then I stopped playing the game because I didn't need to grind for Dark Matter. But I do hop on it sometimes to play with the Magnum, because that shit is fucking god tier. I love that gun. Just running around on Nuketown, 2-shotting people. It's much better than just fucking around, and I don't really care about it, but getting killed by snipers all the time is kind of annoying. I'm not a big fan of one-shot mechanics in any game. It's very annoying in Overwatch, COD, just anything really, just one-shot mechanics, even in zombies especially. Like, I was trying to do the Black Ops 3 Easter egg on Shadows of Evil with a couple mates, and The one hit by the Magua, man, it's so annoying. Because you have to upgrade the swords in that map, and it just spawns in Maguas, and they can just one hit you. So it's really annoying. Um, in other news, this was the first week back of school for a lot of people here in Australia. Um, yeah, don't know what else to say about it. School fucking sucks. We all know that. No one really wants to go. I can tell you that I do not want to go. That's for sure. But like, I don't like school because I have to wake up early. That's really the main reason. And like a lot of it is just sitting around for a lot of bullshit. Like it just seems like a waste of time sometimes. But I'm in my last year of high school and I'm really excited to really give this year a crack, and cuz it feels like this is the one year that you have to try. There's like a score that you get at um the end of schooling here in Australia, I think. And like, some people can be like the number one student. So like there's like a small incentive for trying and getting your SACE certificate. That's pretty important. I feel like, cuz I don't want to limit myself, if I want to, if just say I don't feel like in the end that this stuff is for me and I want to go into a different pathway. I don't want to limit myself because I wanted to drop out and didn't get my SAFEs. Um, the unfortunate thing about coming into a new year with school is new teachers and new rules and changes to the school. This shit is fucking annoying, and this is mainly for the people who go to my school, but you know, the having the small kids, the really young kids come into the school, like I can't say I don't understand why anyone would be a fan of it, but it's really just weird. Like I've seen some really fucking small kids at school, and like they seem like they're like 6 years old. Like they've got that body type where it's just like your arms are like the size of like like the thinness of a banana. Like just all their limbs are like bananas. And so they're just little twigs that you can't see if you're looking at eye level. And as a 7'11" person, I don't really look down when I'm walking. I usually walk at eye level, and I'm just constantly just like kicking over and stepping on just these small children that are in front of my way at school, especially going down these stairs. At my school, there's this one set of stairs that everyone goes down, and now because there are so many fucking people at the school, there are still a heavy flow of people coming down the stairs like 5 minutes after the bell's gone. And when you've only got a 20-minute break for recess, shit's just annoying. They're changing rules where like we can't go into the senior space, and man, like just stop changing shit, man. We're trying to enjoy the post-COVID life, and they're making it too hard. The one of the head teachers said for closing the year 12 space when so here's some context for this. There's a space at my school where only the year 11s and the year 12s can go. It's called the atrium or the senior space, and this means that it's a separate space for it kind of makes you feel like you are more privileged, you're more white than everyone else in the school, and it makes you really feel like you're better than everyone else, which is really nice. And unfortunately now they we used to be able to go in there recess and lunch, and we have our study periods in there. So just so we can stay away from the more povo crowd that hang out under the stairs near the canteen, in all the smelly places. And now, unfortunately, they close it for our first break, which is recess. And our explanation for it is too bad, too sad. We just don't have enough teachers now because there's a whole separate area with a basketball court. Now, I'm not trying to argue with the teachers or anything like that. You know, I'm a pretty chill guy. I don't try to step on anyone's toes. But you're trying to tell me that out of all the teachers in this school, right? The last time I checked, which was like 2 years ago, there was like 700 people at the school. Now there's even more with the introduction of the younger class coming in. So I'm reckon let's round it off closer to 1,000. You know, 800, 900 people. You're telling me that, and there's got to be like at least like one teacher for every 30 kids. I don't know if that math works out actually now that I'm thinking about it. But there's got to be enough teachers to be able to teach kids, and classes don't aren't usually bigger than 30 people max. So how does this how are you going to tell me that you can't spare one teacher for 20 minutes just every day of the week? Just, you know, just swap it out, just one teacher. And you know, I don't mean to undermine the job of a supervising teacher, but when we're all old enough, you don't really have to do that much. You just kind of stand there and eat your food. That's what most of them normally do. You know, you are allowed to, you know, come talk to us. A lot of us don't really want a chat, but if you make yourself a cool guy, a lot of us do like to talk to you. So, yeah, cool teachers, you're welcome to come supervise us in the senior space at recess. So feel welcome. This is a call out to any teacher who agrees with what I'm saying here, and I'm sure a lot of us can agree in the higher class of people here at the school. So any teachers want to help us out, please feel free to do so. So yeah, there's my little piece on the first week of school, because I know a lot of people have this at the moment, and it's not cool to go back to school. You know, like when you're in the holidays, you get to do what you want to do. You know, you get to. I know I personally like to just stay in my room, watch TV, wake up at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, stay in my room all day, you know, play games up until like 4 a.m. and then go back to bed. Like that kind of stuff. You get to hang out with your mates, you get to do whatever you want. Then you go back to school, and it's like you're waking up at 7:30 so that you're ready for a 9 o'clock start, so that you can have fucking visual arts and listen to some dude with some earrings talk about how the Derek Rose design has a D for Derek and a rose behind it. Like, you know, just some random shit like that. Like, it is what it is, but school's really annoying for that kind of stuff. Um, Anyways, so I understand a lot of people had to go through this, so I just wanted to put that out there. My little piece on, you know, school going back. One last thing I want to do before we wrap it up here. I'm thinking I want to keep this stuff around 45 minutes for now, up until I decide to, you know, improve this shit a bit more. But you know, I'm just a big part of this is also I'm trying to get better at speaking. I've always criticized myself for my for the way I speak, the way I tell stories, and the way I speak to people. So the best way is practice. Anyways, the last thing I want to do, like I said earlier in the episode, I am a big fan of music, and I have a specific taste in music. It's like the new age rappers, right? Like the rappers who make music in 2021. and I want to just give some light to some of the music that I've really been loving for the past week. And yeah, so the first one that I want to talk about actually is an album that just came out from one of my favorite artists, who last dropped his album in 2019. Actually, Lil Skies. He just dropped his new album, Unbothered. He dropped it. Let me see here. He dropped it on January 22nd, so just over a week ago now. And man, it's so good to hear his fucking voice again. He's been dropping a couple singles throughout 2020, but it's so great to have a full album from him again, where you just get so much more taste of Lil Skies and just his really unique style. Like there's no other rappers really that that bring out these emotions and the feels that Lil Skies does for me. I remember the first song that I heard from Lil Skies was a song called "Cloudy Skies" from his Life of a Dark Rose album. And fuck, man, that song, like, I knew every word of that song, and I would, like, rap it all the time, and it was so cool. And every time I hear his voice now, it just takes me back to probably like 2017, 2018 times, where, I'm just, just bopping, dancing, rapping, being the coolest goddamn cool guy I can be, listening to some Little Skies. So I definitely recommend everyone to come check out this album. Some of my favorite songs from it is "Fade Away," "Excite Me" with Wiz Khalifa, "Red Wine" and Jodeci, "On Site." That's just a few. "Dead Broke's" really cool as well. But honestly, the "Locked Up," awesome song. But a lot of the album is really good. So I haven't skipped a single song on it, if I'm being honest. So that's definitely one that I'm a big fan of. The other one that I talked about earlier was the deluxe of Lil Durk's album, The Voice. I'm listening to that a lot this week. Very cool to have Lil Durk, drop an album already so early in the year. He's been really popping off in 2020. He had that feature from Drake. He featured on Drake's song, sorry. And that song blew up, and Lil Durk's really popping off at the moment. His pretty much his brother, King Von, passed away, so rest in peace. It's got him on the cover, but one of my favorite songs from this album is "Free Jamel" with Melly. Big fan of YNW Melly. We got Kodak out. We got Lil Wayne away from the charges. Can we get Melly free? Who cares if he killed some people? It's just a couple murders. We just put that aside. He's a great rapper, so let's just get him making some more music. Right, we can, it's just a couple murders, man. We can put it aside. Okay? It's already happened in the past. We can move on. I know us as humans, we are very forgiveful. We like to forgive people for what they did in the past. We definitely don't criticize for what someone's done in the past. That's just not what us humans do. So let's just free Jamel, as the song says. Another big song in that is obviously "Stay Down" with 6 Lack and Slime, Young Thug. Young Thug, what a fantastic artist, man. Loving him. Talking about Young Thug, he and Juice WRLD dropped a song, "Bad Boy." Man, I fucking loved their previous song, "On God," on Death Race for Love. Fucking hell, "On God" is a good song. If you have not heard "On God" on Death Race for Love by Juice WRLD and Young Thug, please go listen to that shit, man. I like sing that song in my head like every day, I swear to God. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm listening to it or not. It lives rent free in my brain. It is such a fantastic song. And same with "Bad Boy." It's the perfect sequel to such a great song. I don't think it has grown on me as well as "On God" has just yet, but it's definitely a good song, and the music video is just as good. Getting to see Juice WRLD, live in the flesh, before he passed away. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Man, what a fucking talent he was, man. I Every time I hear his song, I get like cold shivers down my spine just from the potential that this man had. Like, he definitely reached his potential, right? Like, we can all say that. Biggest artist in the world, almost. Pretty much. Like, top 10. And, he had so much more going for him, man. And, he had to have that whole ordeal that happened in the airport. And I remember waking up that day, man. Fuck off. I remember waking up that day and like thinking of sorry, I remember waking up. I was really into Juice WRLD, loving all of his songs. um I wake up that day and I get a message from my best friend, and she's like, Juice is fucking dead. And I didn't really process it. Like, I assumed it was a joke, but if I did assume anything, it was like the most brief thought ever. Like, I wasn't even using my brain because I had just woken up. But I think I then go check out social media, and it's all over the fucking Instagram, Twitter. Juice WRLD's dead. And then whenever I see something like this, the first thing I do is I type the name into Google, and it comes up with like the most recent shit. And yeah, it said he was dead. And I was fucking heartbroken, man. Like, my heart, like, I skipped a beat. I don't want to be like that guy, but I mean, that man helped me. Like, anytime I was sad, I would play that song, man. Play any of his songs. I feel like he was a guy that really guided us through our emotions. Like, he helped me discover myself. He helped me through some of the hardest times I've been through, and like just whenever I've been sad. And I know he's done that for a lot of people. So when he passed away, it was like a piece of our souls being ripped away from us, because he spoke to us with his words so deeply. Like, they spoke to our soul more than any other artist could. And I think that's why his death really hurt like a good portion of the world, man. It's so sad that we lost such a fantastic figure for the industry and just for the world. He is similar to X in a way, where they would just try to spread positivity, but I mean, X got gunned down, man. He couldn't even do anything about that. Juice overdosed, man. And like, you hear him talk about all of his drug abuse in his songs, and it just makes you think, like, why didn't we help him? Why didn't we stop it? Why didn't we do anything? And like, it's really unfortunate. And but one thing I will say, and I'm really proud of seeing this, it puts a smile on my face seeing what people have done for Famous Dex. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but Famous Dex, I guess he's very big on the drugs, very big on the codeine cough syrup, and all the other fun stuff. And I guess he was just taking it too much, and you could see in like his Instagram lives, and I saw a freestyle of him, and he was just fucked up, man. He's just fucked. And a lot of people were reaching out. The first thing that I saw was NLE Chopper just speaking out, saying someone reach out to this man, someone take him to rehab or something like that. And at first he said he was fine, and he's all good, but thank you. He wasn't like too rude about it, which you'd think that some people would be. Like, it's a sensitive topic, and I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't like getting told they have to go to rehab. But then there was a big push by a lot of other people in the industry, because we see what happened to Juice WRLD and to a lot of other artists and a lot of other people in the world just from overdoses. And so, the internet really pushed for support for Famous Dex, and people got him to start thinking, and he put himself into rehab, which was really good to see, man. And he's now out of rehab, and I hope he's doing well. So it's good to see that we're learning. You know, we're changing our ways, and we're not just letting some of the best people in the world go to the wayside as they get famous and get too much money and, you know, slowly kill themselves with drugs and alcohol and all these different things. So yeah, well, anyways, the last song that I want to talk about. I know a lot of people love Pop Smoke. I know I've only I've pretty much only talked about people who have died today. Uh, but Pop Smoke, what a fucking legend! Another guy with so much potential. He died before he could reach all this stardom, and it's so unfortunate. But a new feature from him, Fredo dropped his album, I think on Friday, and it has a feature with Pop Smoke. It's called Burner on Deck, and fucking hell, that song is a fucking banger. Listen to it the whole way through. I think it's a masterpiece. I love the way the guy sounds. It's kind of like British. It's kind of cool. It's kind of similar to Whoopty in a way, that famous TikTok song. It's kind of like that drill kind of music. So it's really cool. So check out the Pop Smoke feature. Check out Unbothered by Lil Skies. Check out Bad Boy by Jung Thug and Youth World. And was there another one that I said? Oh, Lil Durk. Lil Durk. Check out Free Jamel. Check out Stay Down with Six Lack and Young Thug. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the podcast for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I was thinking of doing this one later on in the week, but I thought that, you know, I might as well just, you know, it's my day off. I've got nothing else to do, and I wanted to, you know, to spit some words out, get some thoughts out of my head. So thank you all for watching, guys. Thank you all for watching the Plonka Jones Show. If you did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Like I said in the last episode, the best way to for people to find the podcast is just through word of mouth. So if you do enjoy this podcast, you do like me and my personality, and you feel like you want to come back, and you think that other people in your life would like what I'm, you know, producing and what I'm thinking of doing in the future, let them know. Tell them to check out the Plonka Jones Show. I'm trying to do at least a video every week. This will be 2 videos in a week, so congratulations. And yeah, follow me on Twitter at PlonkaYT. My Instagram is Plonka Jones. This stuff is also in the description of every video as well. Once again, guys, thank you so much for the support on the recent videos and the rebrand. It definitely means a lot, and your feedback is so much appreciated. So once again, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Thank you very much. See you guys.